and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. I'm your host, as always, Zen Xander. Where were we last time? That's the big question. Hold down the Alt key to show all interchangeable objects within sight. Oh, interactable. Alt, you don't say. Could be useful. Nice. When you return to the Seamstress Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems... Okay. That's right, everything's quiet here. I remember that. So holding down Alt does that, but I didn't see anything. Okay, great. Camera is not panned to your character. Scabuto is in the back. Alrighty. So if you hold Alt down here, yeah. I like how once you can go downstairs, people aren't up here anymore selling to you. They're always downstairs. Gathered around the intimate back bar, Miss Kubota and her coterie gather for breakfast, with the lady herself doing the cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausage fills the room. Mr. Cluey. Evening, sir. What's the word around town, Mr. Cluey? There's been more talk of the Ripper's killings. Some people are saying that they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. There's more to it than just that. My thoughts exactly. People are just too quick to label something as a hate crime. Check the census. It says it's still 66% human. Close your eyes and throw a rock. You're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime, though, and that should be enough. This is the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Cluey. But he reins himself in with a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, I'm not going to start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. Trolls and rocks. I'll leave it to your business, sir. Well, would you like some? She stops. Forgive me, oh my, but you look like hell. Thanks, just the welcome I was looking for. Long night. She looks at you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activity. She nods. Anyone you can walk away from is a good run. So I've been told. Helps when other team doesn't walk away either. No one to follow you. I agree. Good to be back in one piece. It's good to have you back. I can tell you have been busy, and I can see by the look on your face that there's something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yep. Found some DNA evidence I need analyzed. Karma gain 4. This is excellent! I will unlock the piano so you may go downstairs. I'm certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they're awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. Thanks. May I take a sausage? Take the whole plate! I can't take it. You are about to transition. You can use medkits outside of combat. Yeah, I know. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID, the Ripper, the Matrix, cybernetic analog of the inside grid, and the worldwide computer network. Digital world information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes filled with data, IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has many dangers as the meat world, and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every movement you make in the Matrix can be tracked, if you aren't careful. Get dump shocked out, and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit. Get hit by enemy Decker, and you can die. Really wish I could do a Jamaican accent to give that credibility, but I try. David Fry II. Morning. Looks like you've been up all night. Looks like you've seen some action, too. Suppose I could use a shower. You here to buy equipment? Negative. Need DNA analysis. Fry can help you out. Doc Castle's equipment isn't really set up for that. He considers for a minute. However, I could employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of high expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. And he brightens. I just read a journal about it, so the information is still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about the owner's identity? Ah, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. But that's where I come in. David, if you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via matrix run. Will do. Let me have the DNA you want to test. Give Fry the blood sample. Ironic, because blood does not contain DNA. Red blood cells does not. It's the only cell in your body that has no DNA in it. Mission item removed. DNA evidence. Then when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in to help you trace the blood sample back to its source. If this works, I'll bring more than just back a sample. Whose blood is it? Could be the Emerald City Ripper. No shit? He turns to Johnny, excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. We got work to do. And then if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Zen. Car regain too. Need some software or hardware? I'll take a look. I can't use decking anyway, and have to employ a Shadowrun for that. Consumables requires decking even for consumables. Okay, so whatever. We'll just exit. Alright. Are those real bones, you think? Because if so, that's pretty grim. Alt. Aha. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results, considering it was his first attempt. He was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on minimal sleep. Sounds fascinating. If there's time later, maybe you can tell me more about it. Yeah, maybe we can sit down with David and he can share his research. But let's stay focused. Here's what I'm thinking. We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. And then we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into the private grid easy, but I've got to warn you. Once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience do you have? No experience. What now? I have a Trode net here. It's a headboard you wear that lets you piggyback me into the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do. Okay. Program 4, evasion. Programs, ESP. He's got all that equipped. I have no idea how this works, so it's going to be new for me. Johnny Clean Persona. We're in. Your synapses light up as you connect your consciousness to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. Alright, see, I don't really know how this works in this game, so this is going to be new. That arc will take us to the next node. Is there a map like there was in Genesis? Oh. White IC, Lone Star data stores. The data stores ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. Checked in. Missed. Sniffer accuracy plus 15%. Alright, what's this? Creates an attack expert system program. Heals yourself. Increases your chance to hit. A powerful attack program directed at one target. Reduces alarm state by 4. Yeah, alrighty then. Can I do it again? Creates an attack expert system program. 100% efficiency. Oh. So you get like a little bot that helps. Alright, cool. Increase your chance to hit. Heals yourself or friendly. Reduces alarm state by 4. Let's try this one out. There you go. Alright, so 75 IAP damage. Hey, they missed again. Nice. All incoming damage negative 25. Missed. Alright, try it again. Alright, cool. It's kind of like the same thing as combat, only the programs are different than in text. And he keeps missing, which I'm happy about. The IC is down. Let's see if there's a match for this fingerprint. Hacked DNA database. Lone Star database. DNA match located. 100% match. Arrest record database. Subject. Silas Forsberg. Status deceased. Profession. Chop shop surgical assistant. Priors. Breaking and entering. 2 counts. Public indecency, 1 count. Oh, I'm all for that. Brought in for questioning on accounts of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were lifted or filed. 100% match to a dead man. Let's keep looking. It would make sense, I think. Can this thing independently move, or... Can I unsummon it, is my question? Autopsy records. I've got 2 more hits. That's not good. Okay, it's down. I should have had him come before. Doesn't seem to have a whole lot of AP. But it's, yeah, probably has average, probably has 2. Missed. So I can also use these programs. Oh. Hacked autopsy records. Subject, Silas Forsberg. Notes. Subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medications were also found in his system. Face was mutilated. Possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body. Possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. This just keeps getting weirder. I'm pretty sure he was revived with cyberware. Can I unsummon this thing and then resummon it later? Alright. Because it doesn't move very far, very fast, very long. Aha. There we go. It moves slowly, is my thing. It has the same amount of AP. Okay, oh. Okay. 1, 2, I guess. And this thing. Accuracy 15. There you go. Three attacks. Huh. There you go. Newsnet archive. Newsnet 1. Return on subject, Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death had been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body had massive puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medications and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, although he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate had located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. Identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns. Yet another sad end to a life as is far too common here in the sprawl. Now that might be something we can go on. Let's regroup and meet space for a bit. New objectives. Jack out. How do you jack out? Just this? Jacking out will cause you to be stunned for 5 AP. Proceed. Well, yeah. Dump shock. I'm not in combat, so it doesn't matter. So, here's what we know. He's all buzzed. Our DNA evidence belongs to a dead man whose death was never explained. He worked with the chop shops, which fits the living guy that you've met. The Newsnet says he left his estate to his psychiatrist. Maybe finding out who his psychiatrist was will give us our next clue. My gut says we can check into the medical board's records and reverse trace to find this doctor. You in? Punch it, man. Aha. Where's that bot? There you go. It's basically just a different version of combat, with your cyberware acting as your abilities that recharge instead of... Basically that recharge. You don't have a reload state like a gun, but you have programs which act like, you know, support does for your team. You know, healing, accuracy, things like that. Hacked patient records. Search medical records. Silas Forsberg. Medical record file for Silas Forsberg located. 2020 to 2030. Pediatric record partial. One particular pediatric entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from a chronic depression and social anxiety most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently, with an outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology, we're seeing there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dose. Periodic records partial. One particular stands. Yeah, okay, good. 2030 to 40. Data missing or corrupted. Contact your administrator for help. File is quite large and takes well over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. It is written by Dr. Henry Holmes. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. Latest medications have proven especially effective, but I believe that being treated by other ELF has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimic speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason and for health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at his next session. Got a name now, Dr. Holmes. Let's keep going to find out where he works. Watch out! That black ice could fry our brains. That? Okay. Uh-oh. I'm stupid. Yes, you are. There is no mistake. You moved your attack bot. Can I summon him again? Not sure what the damage is on the ice. Alright. Okay, it's gone. I can go 3 times in here. That's nice. How do I move this dick? Ugh. Hacked employment records. Employment records located. Henry Holmes, MD, PhD. Check current employment status. Current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds a position of Chief of Psychiatric and Administrative at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. Check previous employers. Previous employers. 2045, 2054 psychiatric residence, Mercy Mental Hospital. Attendant psychiatric Mercy's. It's basically nothing in... Leave the employment records. New objective. Jack out. I wonder if you go to the jack out scene if you won't lose 5 AP. I'm just curious. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. Okay, you don't lose AP if you go to the right place. Karma gain 6. Objective complete. Discovered an interview of the Ripper. Reality is at the end of the day contextual, and as the new objective, talk to Johnny and Fry about the case. Reality is at the end of the day contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus your head once again, try to settle on which world is the real world. While the philosophical question lingers, your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect. Okay. He's still suffering from negative 5 AP. David Fry, number 2. Looks as tired as you. This case has gotten under his skin. Any look in there? We found an exact match to the DNA, but it was linked to a dead shop assistant by the name of Silas Frosberg. Now I have my theories, but what do you think's going on here, Zen? Silas must have an identical twin brother. Maybe Silas faked his death. DNA evidence doesn't belong to the kid. Maybe Silas faked his death with weird dental records. That's a distinct possibility. What was that we saw in the autopsy report? The face was mangled that they had to use dental records to identify him. Good catch. That matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that makes a replica set of teeth for you. Find some schlub off the streets no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Lucky I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to different crime? He's probably got in over his head in loans. He had a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True. Wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think his... I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Objective complete. Discover the identity of the Ripper. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental. And the picture on his files match the person you saw downtown. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he really is. I should go find this Dr. Holmes and ask him some very pointed questions. Finally, I can bring Stan's murder to justice. Hey, 4,000 bucks. This guy clearly did not want to be found. If I was you, I'd hire a team before heading over there. I side-loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. You're not coming? I think my part here is done. You might want to go sticking your head into a hornet's nest, but I'm a little more wary of the jobs to take these days. Objective complete. New objective. Hire runners and head to Mercy Mental Hospital. I want to hire, Coyote if she's up for it. Probably not, though. Von Gross is who you hire, is who you talk to hire people, obviously. Mr. Delia, and... Isn't that Coyote right there? But you can't talk to her. Yeah, I think that might be her. It's just hard to say. Change the damn channel. See, if I hold Alt... Well, it doesn't do anything right now. Mr. Delia. If you're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. I need to hire a crew. Probably. Let's see who's up. The healer wasn't a bad idea. You're an adept like I am, and you have a samurai weapon, damage 4 each one. May do AP damage on a critical hit. He's got a med kit and some grenades. A troll Decker. Now see, the Decker might not be a bad choice. If we get a node to hack into. I didn't have that chance before, but it might work. So these programs 4, ESP2, Evasion 2, AP3. He's best deck. Reniku's best deck and easily modified for the streets. I might take him. You know, Troll Decker. Human Decker. What's the difference? This guy has execute attack, and this guy has execute assassin. Create an assassin expert system program instead. He's got more physical weapons. 6 with range medium and 5 at reach 1. If that's not bad considering. Execute shield. This guy has the same thing. The only difference is you have a sniper program and you have just an attacker. That's the only difference. Really, the only big one. As far as outside goes, you have melee and you don't. You have damage 9, range medium, cap 30. Maybe I'll take the human dagger, just for variety's sake. Elf mage. That might be useful. But human mage. Really, it's all about, you know, if you want spells or attack spells or support spells. She's still got fireball, but she's also got heal. I think I'll take her. He gave me 4,000, and I'm already spending 3,000 on these runners. So I'm not gonna be up too much money after this. Dwarf rigger. Yeah. Elf samurai. Troll samurai. The difference is you start out with a better medkit and some damage grenades with a shotgun and submachine gun, and you start out with melee. AoE 6 with the shotgun. Shaman might not be horrible. I'll give the Shaman a try. Oh. Shaman Half Sky is 0. I guess she's just my buddy for life. I'll take her because she's free. No other reason, really. And confirm. Confirm. Spend your karma wisely. Yeah. The blood you found at the warehouse belonged to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notorious anti-metahuman farmlands of Shnamnish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large, crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top and damaged roof, cracked walls, broken windows. All around the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up to the hospital steps to confront Sam Watt's killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Alright. I'm equipped with... I would like better armor, but this one just gave me that +1 willpower, and so far there hasn't been any higher armor with the willpower bonus. You have unsaved karma, right? Or unused karma? Because I do. Probably going to ask me if I want to spend them. Game auto-saved. Yeah. Sure, I'll use it. I don't have that much, though, right? Like, 20 seconds. Oh, yeah. Body I have never upgraded, and I probably should. I upgraded strength for close combat. I can increase the chance for greater than normal damage when using fists to attack. Increase the skill, unlock special abilities. Roundhouse kick can strike multiple targets in range. I probably should give myself that. And intelligence, decking, yeah. See, the willpower thing is can equip magic resist 2, increases the spellbook slot, if not unlocked. 3 attacks on a single target. And there you go. Willpower reduces the chance of being hit by enemy magical attacks. And what's this do? Can equip quick strike. But instead of giving myself that, maybe I'll go back to strength because that's physical. Strength 4 to 5. And then everything else is 5, sadly. So I can't actually spend the karma if I do that. But quickness 3 reduce the chance to be hit by enemy physical attacks and to calculate the chance to hit on ranged combat. See, I don't need that. Body. You know, I'm so tempted to give myself more body points. I really don't have a whole lot. So if I take away the strength that I just gave myself, I can give myself 10 more hit points. And then pistol. 4 karma is not really anything I can spend. I just meant that as 4. And yeah, willpower needs a lot, and that's 7. Looks like we're just gonna confirm that. Investigate Mercy's mental hospital. I leveled up, and now I can't equip the the thing I just gave myself, sadly. Sigh. Receptionist. You gonna talk to him? Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? I'm here to visit a patient. Which patient would that be? Sam Watts. We have no patient by that name. Are you sure you come to the right place? I'm sorry. I'm here to see Holmes. Ah, new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the doctor. Look around before Holmes arrives. Aha, Jack. Do it. Do it. Swap out your dude. You brought a Decker for a reason. Hey guys, have you seen Jose? I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him all day. Dr. Phillip told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much, but who am I supposed to play chess with? Down over there can't suss more than match 4. What? Jose is a man? What's so important about this Jose character? Sounds like quite a guy. What's he look like? Well, he's big and he's got a big gold ring. The doctor let him keep it when he got here. Sometimes he lords over us, but I'm sure if I had a ring like that, I would do the same. He says he won't be playing for the Screamers in the Super Brawl years back. He said he did. Super Brawl, that's a rough profession. So he couldn't take the pressure and ended up here. What a slut. I could use an ex-brawler becoming a celebrity around here. Sure. It's a great story, as they don't tell us to watch sports and hear violence and triggers stuff. But listen to Jose talk about his games. It's almost as good as the real thing. Will you at least help me look for him? I have this key swiped out of the outdated guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. You might just be in a cool-off room. See if I can find something. No sweat. I can do that for you. Really? Gosh. Wish everyone was as nice as you. Not like my mom. Infirmary key. Hello, stranger. What you buying? You look new here. Are you new here? I'm doing a health and safety check at the corporate office. Well, you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. I'm sad. Who are you? Name's Donnie. That's my name, Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. I know I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody in the first 2 floors. Anyone I should look out for, Donnie? No, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed up at the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. I'm looking for Dr. Holmes. His Blake's. I don't think you really want that. Not really. Sounds creepy, son. Around here, you don't want to attract attention to the doctor. If you stay quiet, life's much easier. Much easier. I should go. Yeah, I should go. I want to jack in. Oh, look, there's a thing over here. It's not letting me jack in. I have a decker for a reason, and it's not letting me do that thing. Which pisses me off. The clock stopped, probably displaying time for 40 years ago. Shannon Half Sky. Here's my decker. I don't know, it's not letting me swap. Maybe if you... No. Oh, this vending machine over here. It's an automatic medication dispensary. It doesn't recognize you, so nothing happens. It is a vending machine for pills. Always ready. The stench of blood and mold gets even stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. That don't look too good. I'm not happy. Patient information for Jose C. Dawson is open on the cyber interval. Read the medical history. Name: Jose C. Dawson. Occupation: retired. Allergies: none. Medications: out. Whatever. Reason for stay: post-traumatic stress disorder. Status: deceased. Read the attached notes. Patient had undocumented cyberware on the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition, and can be used to improve other subjects as well as fulfill some custom requests. Yuck. Why is there an arm on the floor? Surgical cart is strewn with gruesome tools. Motorized saws, metal, whatever. A severed arm lies next to a zipped body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger's owner is probably the occupant of this bag. Take the ring. You slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and it feels its weight in your hand. Inside is an engraving. It reads, Screamers 2048. You find an unlabeled Trivic disc. You have no way of playing back the disc at this time. And I can't do anything with that still. Alright. Alright, well I looked. My objective is not complete yet. Look around before he arrives. Well, this guy was talking about a ring. So, did you see anything? Yeah. Jose's not looking too good. Is he sick? Why won't they let me visit him? Give Lorraine the ring. Maybe you should have this. You mean he... Oh, God. Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Tension's in. Please report to the North Hall and meet with the administrator. New objective. Speak to Dr. Holmes. Oh, that's him. Yep, that's the elf. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. He's meticulously cleanly. Yes, I know. Good day to you. How can I help? Dr. Holmes? You Holmes? Or Sallius or whatever? Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering that you're dead. I have no, like, charisma options. I'll pick the third one. You're a hard man to reach, especially considering that you're dead. I'm sorry, who's dead? He acts genuinely confused, but he can't seem to drop the smile from his lips. It was good racket you had going here. But you got sloppy with your kills, and now the Ripper's trail leads straight to your door. Got the Duck. I know you killed the real Holmes. I know you're running around town carving up people for parts. Alright, if that's how you want to play it, Dr. Holmes, I have reason to believe you're involved in Emerald City Ripple's killings. It's good racket you had going on here. But you got sloppy with your kills, and now the Ripple's trail leads straight to your door. The only trail I see is the one left in your own wake. In fact, I believe the Ripper may be standing right in front of me. God.